What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at this brand new 2021 Audi S7. Huge shout out and thank you to Hendrick Audi of Northlake for providing this new S7 for today's video. Check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new 2021 Audis, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in Floret Silver Metallic, has the Sport Package Executive Package as well as the Black Optic Package, and has an MSRP at $94,800. Underneath the hood, the Audi S7 features a 2.9-liter twin-turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. It's also paired to a mild hybrid system and cranks out 444 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sends the power to all four wheels through the Quattro all-wheel drive system. It also features an electromechanical limited slip differential. And with a curb weight around 4,600 pounds, you're looking at 0 to 60 at 4.1 seconds with a quarter-mile time in 12.5 seconds and a top speed at 155 miles an hour. And then running on a 19.3-gallon fuel tank, you can expect 18 miles per gallon in the city and 28 out on the highway. The overall length is 196 inches with a wheelbase at 155.3. The height is 55.8 with width at 75.1 inches. The Audi S7 also features a set of ventilated rotors in all four corners, measuring 15.7 inches up front with a red 6-piston brake caliper, and in back we get a 13.8-inch rotor with a single piston caliper. These brakes can also make this car stop from 70 to 0 in just 151 feet, and the Sport Package gives the S7 the all-wheel steering. You'll notice in the parking lots, the rear wheels will turn in the opposite direction of the front to make it much more nimble, and then out on the highway they'll turn in the same direction to make it much smoother to change lanes. Taking a look at the overall design of the 2021 Audi S7, this features HD matrix design LED headlights that have a very modern appearance to them. You can see when you lock and unlock the vehicle, the daytime running lights play a really cool light show. It goes back and forth between the white and the amber. You can see all the cool contours in the headlights and they blend seamlessly with this front end. The Black Optic Package gives it a nice blacked out design all around, and you'll notice that by the gloss black trim around the grille surround, the Audi logo and S7 logo, and then we also get a gloss black splitter up front with more gloss black accents on the farthest sides of the front bumper. The center grille is really large and has a nice modern design with more black accents through the center. We have two safety sensors on the left and right side of the Audi logo with your forward-facing camera right in the center, and there's also 6 parking sensors within the front bumper. The lower portion of the bumper also has more openings to allow maximum cooling to the radiator and intercoolers, and you'll see more mesh on the left and right side. You'll see more sharp body lines around the front end that flow seamlessly to the hood with 4 prominent body lines. The hood has a very clean design to it, and it flows to the widest parts of the front end to really give the S7 that wide appearance. And then as we make our way to the side profile, you can see how the front fender bulges outwards just a little bit, and then it flows into a nice sharp line going in between the center portions of these doors. There's another sharp body line going around the rear wheels to really give it that wide appearance. There's more body lines throughout the side profile of the S7 to really give it a sharper design. And then we get a set of body color door handles and gloss black mirror caps with the integrated LED turn signal as well as a camera located underneath that. There's more gloss black all around the windows to give them a seamless design, and then we have a panoramic roof up top with the glass up front. This S7 also features an optional set of 21-inch wheels finished off in a two-tone machine silver gloss gray. They say Audi Sport in them, and they have a really nice split 5-spoke design that really complements the design of the S7. And then the overall side profile has that coupe-like design with a sloping rear end to really give this fantastic proportions all around and make it look sporty. And then making our way to the rear end of the S7, you can see the shark fin antenna up top as well as the third brake light integrated into this rear glass. We have a power-operated rear spoiler that can be nice and flush with the bodywork or raise upwards a few inches to give it better aerodynamics and nicer look. We also get a really large LED taillight in back going from one side to the other. You can see the blacked out Audi logo and S7 badge. And we also get 6 more parking sensors in the back and a satin black rear diffuser. And then finishing it up, we have dual quad-tipped exhaust finished off in chrome, and the whole rear end comes together very nicely to finish off the design. So there's a good look at the exterior and some of the specs on the 2021 Audi S7. Comment down below, what do you guys think of this car? I think it has a lot to offer and looks so good with this overall profile. I love the way these things look. So now we have Audi's key fob. If I go ahead and lock the car, you can hear it lock. And then all I have to do is go up to the door handle and grab it. It'll automatically unlock and we can check out the interior. This particular spec has a black leather interior. You're gonna notice a lot of white stitching, silver accents, and piano black. Taking a look at the door panel now, finished off in black. We have this carbon twill structure up top with some more silver accents, more silver, and then Alcantara, and then beautiful black leather with padding and stitching for the armrest. We have all of your window controls right here with your mirror controls as well, and a nice grab handle. We have memory seating as well, lock and unlock, and your release handle. And then below that, we have the power trunk lid, a little bit of storage, and then part of the Bang & Olufsen audio system. And then moving our way inside, you can see the S logo on the aluminum door sill, as well as all the power controls on the left side of the seat. They're finished off in more of the silver trim. You can see the smooth leather on this, really nice bolsters and all the contrast stitching. Then up front now, you can actually grab a little handle and lift this forward for added rest for your legs. We have a beautiful diamond stitch design for all of the stitching within these seats. Has a fantastic look, and then you can see the nice sizing of all the bolstering. Stitching runs all the way up the backrest, really smooth leather, and then you even get the S logo embossed into the leather. Then we have single piece backs just to make these a lot more sporty. And then now inside the S7, keep my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. Taking a look at the gauge cluster now, we have your fuel level over on the right side and then your engine temperature on the left. We have a beautiful LCD display right in the center here. Over on this left side, I can use the controls on the steering wheel to scroll through this menu. You can see your fuel consumption, some short-term memory within the vehicle, and more items like that, as well as your driver's assistance. And then tapping the icons going over, you can see more menus that pop up with your Sirius radio, as well as your phone. Your navigation can pop up on the screen as well. And then if I tap this view icon, it's really cool how everything changes. This is the virtual cockpit, and now you're right inside the navigation screen. And then taking this menu button and just scrolling up and down. I really like how you can zoom in and out. Super cool the way everything is laid out. You can see your drive mode over on the left side with some more information on the bottom, and then tapping the view button again, you can see how everything is laid out. If we take a look at the steering wheel now, it's wrapped in black leather. We have a perforated leather on the sides as well as smooth leather on the bottoms. We get the S logo as well, and then some satin aluminum trim. We have all those controls over on the left side, and then to the right of the steering wheel we have a lot of the Bluetooth and audio controls. There's also a set of steering wheel mounted paddle shifters that have a really nice look and feel. Your turn signal stock on the left side with your wiper blades over on the right, and then cruise control is down below that. And then on the left side of the steering wheel we have a really cool touch sensitive button for some of your headlights as well as the rear. Really cool how everything is laid out. We have more of this carbon fiber design to it, and then nice black leather running along the dashboard with more of the stitching. Has a really clean and classy design to it. You can see the air vents, how they span all the way from one side to the other, and then right in the center you can see more of the carbon fiber design with the piano black and the silver trim. And then moving our way to the center screen now, this is the main infotainment system. You can see on the main screen right now we have 3 different things popped up with navigation, phone, and then your audio. You can easily swipe this over to get under more of the apps within the car. You can see your vehicle icon that pops up. It all has haptic feedback once you touch everything. You can go into a lot of the different settings within the car and change how you like everything. We have your different driving modes as well, your comfort, auto, and then dynamic. And then going back into the main screen, you can go into your seats as well, change some of these settings with that. Then we can continue over and you can see more items. Tapping the home icon now, it comes up back to this screen. We can swipe over to see more things. We have radio icon as well. You can scroll down to your audio and then your phone and then into your navigation screen. I like how everything is laid out. Then if I go ahead and put the vehicle into reverse, your backup camera is going to come up on the left side with your guidelines. You also have your top-down view, and if I turn the steering wheel you can see how everything changes. And then if I go ahead and tap the 3D icon, you can see the full 3D view of the car. Very nice the way everything is laid out. You can even see my tripod and camera equipment over there. You have icons over here. You can change that up for parking sensors. And then if we go ahead and hit the P button for park, beneath that main screen we have another screen for all of your climate controls. You can see the 2 seats set up right now. We have your dual zone climate control. You can tap this, comes up on the upper screen as well. You can also change your fan speed, turning that on and off. If we tap the seats icon, this is how you can control where you'd like all the air to flow. You can change everything however you would like. Very simple the way everything is laid out. You have your heated seat icon as well. You can tap that. You have a lot of good feedback whenever you tap something. You have the button right here for the electronic spoiler. And then we have a garage door button right here. You can see it coming up to program that. We also have another icon up here that changes how you would see everything. We have the engine start stop feature. And then below that screen, we have your engine start stop button, a shortcut to your parking sensors and camera. This button right here, it'll come up on the main screen for some of the assistance. You can change how you would like that. Then we have your volume button over on the right side with on off. Then a really nice look for the shifter. You can see the perforated leather and silver accents. All of your gears below that with the electronic park and brake. You get 2 cup holders over on the right side as well. And then more of the piano black and the silver trim. Beautiful leather and stitching along this. And then just grabbing this and lifting it up. We have a little bit of space in here with 2 USB ports as well as the wireless charging. Then we can close that up. Taking a look at the glove box now, if I grab the handle, it opens up and you have a ton of space in here as you would expect. And then one last look at the overall interior. I really like how modern everything looks with the 3 LCD screens and then all the colors. The stitching to the seat is beautiful. Everything is laid out really nice to make this a classy car. And then up top we have a black headliner with the sunshade for the sunroof, and then all of your dome light controls as well as the controls for the sunroof. And then to take a look at the rear seat space, I can go ahead and open up the door. You'll also notice all the doors are actually frameless, so they have a really cool design to it. The rear door panels are finished off just like we saw up front with the same carbon fiber and Alcantara, and we get the black leather and stitching. Moving our way inside now, we have the same diamond pattern along the seats. They have a beautiful look to the back seats of this Audi S7. Then you have some really nice amenities as well. You can see all the climate controls in the back here, finished off with an LCD screen. I can easily adjust the temperature by just tapping this icon. Same with your fan speed, you can raise this up and down. We have your different zones, you can go to auto. Different zones that all come up with a nice LCD display, as well as your heated seats. And then you get 2 USB ports as well as the 12 volt in the back, your air vents, and then a little bit of storage. All right, so hopping into the back now of the Audi S7, closing up the door. This is pretty roomy back here. I have the driver's seat set to my height and I'm 5'11". I have a ton of knee room as you can see, and my feet are fitting really well. There's a nice cutout in the ceiling for your head, so I actually have about 1 inch or so of headroom up here. Seems really roomy back here and not too tight. You have a massive window on the left side, and this back window also makes it nice and roomy. Armrest is in a really good place. And then even taking a look at the center now, we can pull this handle and pull this lever down. This whole piece comes down now and you have a little bit of storage that'll come up. And then by just pressing this, you have 2 more cup holders and that can easily close away. And then now onto the rear trunk space. You can use the button on the door panel. There is one on the back, or you can double tap the key fob. The lights play a really cool show as well. And then this opens up with a power liftgate. We have a ton of space in the back of the Audi S7. This is a really large vehicle. You can see how squared off everything is for larger luggage and things like that. And then removing that privacy cover as well as folding down the seats, you can see just how much storage space we have in the back of the S7. There's LED lights on the side to illuminate it at night. Then moving our way inside again, you can see how these fold down nice and flat. We still have a lot of room up in front, and you can see how large the opening is to the back. It really gives you an endless amount of storage space in the S7. All right guys, so we are setting off now in the 2021 Audi S7. I've never actually driven the 7 Series from Audi, but I love the way these things are designed, the way they look, and the space you get in the back is pretty impressive. So right now we are in just normal comfort mode right now, getting our bearings with the S7. And this is, like you would expect, extremely comfortable suspension. The air ride is doing a great job absorbing all of the bumps, and it is really comfortable and quiet in this car. We'll get up to some speed a little bit, still in just comfort mode, normal automatic, absorbs those bumps really well. Barely giving it a little bit of gas, we're getting it right up to speed. And you don't hear any wind noise or road noise or anything like that. We got some potholes we're kind of hitting in the ground, and it just takes them so well. I love how solid the Audis are. The fit and finish, the interior, all the beautiful leather and everything, and the way everything looks, I love how it's laid out. And it's really user-friendly to use. All the displays are super HD. You have big graphics, everything's easy to read, and I like how everything looks like a nice modern car. And then with the all-wheel steering, this car has an insane turning circle. If I do full lock right now, I am turning on a dime, and this is a big vehicle, and it just turns like nothing. When we were taking this out of the showroom, it was really cool to see the rear wheels turning, and it really just makes a larger car like this easy to use for parking lots and things like that. So we can also bump it into the sport mode right now. That puts you into manual, and then we can toggle the drive select. We have the auto mode, and then into dynamic mode. Feel out the paddle shifters a little bit. You can hear some of the engine noises. Gets a little bit more loud. It's not an RS7, so it's not crazy loud or anything like that. But I like, though, the 8-speed automatic. You do hear a little bit of pops on the exhaust, which is a nice subtle touch for the S7. But then getting up to speed again. Ooh, hear a little bit of gurgles on the upshift too, which is really cool. And you can just feel how responsive the transmission is and everything like that. But definitely a cool car to cruise around. We got another cul-de-sac. We'll do another turn in it. But I just like how nimble these cars feel with the all-wheel steering. And then as far as visibility goes, we have a really large windshield you can easily see out of. The mirrors do a great job looking over. And then the glass on the ceiling as well gives it a nice open feeling. Over my left and right shoulder, you have a lot of visibility. Even being that hunkered down look in the back, that doesn't compromise the visibility at all, which is really nice. And then another acceleration, just getting back to some speed now. I like how with the Audi, you can get the A7, the S7, and then the RS7, and each one really offers something different to really give you the perfect blend of what you want. This is a great family sedan or hatchback, whatever you want to call it. So it's super usable for the daily commute or taking the kids around or having extra people in the car. And you can go from just a normal luxury model, then all the way up to the performance model, getting some really crazy performance out of it. But the S7 is a really good blend between the two. However, it's still super tame to drive when you want to just drive it like a normal luxury car. We can put us back into automatic mode, and then the drive select actually gets a lot more aggressive even in automatic in the dynamic. But putting it back into comfort mode, the whole car just tones down, and we're back into a nice luxury sedan from Audi, which I really like. And then wrapping it up now in the Audi S7, these seats are also extremely comfortable. I love all the different ways you can move them with the leg rest, the backrest, and everything. You can really configure these to be exactly the way you would like. And I like how the bolsters, they give it a nice performance feel and yet are super supportive. But really hard car to complain with. I think it's a really good blend of kind of everything you would like in a nice sedan. Sporty, fun, and yet super comfortable. So I think that is then it for the 2021 Audi S7. Huge shout out and thank you once again to Hendrick Audi of Northlake for providing this S7 for today's video. Check out the link to their website in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the 2021 Audis, so definitely check them out. So that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.